Welcome to Lento English. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
One introduction. The human brain is a very busy part of our body. It works all the time, even when we are sleeping. To do all this work, the brain needs a lot of energy. It uses about 20% of the body's total energy, which is a very large amount. This energy does not come from nowhere. It comes from the food we eat every day. This makes the food we choose very important for our brain's health. Good nutrition is needed to keep our brain working well. The right foods give our brain the power it needs to help us think, learn, and remember things. Food gives us more than just energy. The things in our food, called nutrients, are also like building blocks for the brain. When we eat, our body breaks down the food into small parts. The brain uses these small parts to build its own structure and to repair itself. These nutrients also help the brain make special chemicals. These chemicals are like messages that help different parts of the brain talk to each other. They control how we feel and what we think. So the quality of the food we eat can change our mood and how well our mind works. This effect can last for a long time. There is a special connection between your brain and your gut. The gut is the long tube in your body where food is broken down. This connection is like a busy road where messages travel in both directions. This means that what happens in your gut can change your brain. Your gut is home to many millions of tiny living things. These small things are very important for your health. The food you eat changes the types of tiny things that live in your gut. These changes in the gut can then send signals to your brain, affecting your feelings and thoughts. In the next chapters, we will look at how our daily food choices can shape our minds. We will learn about different kinds of nutrients and what they do for the brain. We will also explore the connection between the gut and the brain more. This information is to help you understand how food and the brain work together. It does not tell you exactly what you must eat. The goal is to show the link between nutrition and your brain's health. Understanding this connection can help you think about the food you eat and how it might make you feel. It is about learning how you can support your brain through your diet. 2. Big nutrients for your brain. Let's talk about the big nutrients your brain needs. These are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Each one has a special job to help your brain work at its best. They give your brain energy and help build its parts. Your brain uses these nutrients in different ways to stay healthy and active. Carbohydrates are the main fuel for your brain. When you eat them, your body makes a type of sugar called glucose. Your brain needs a constant supply of glucose to think, learn, and remember things. There are two kinds of carbohydrates, simple and complex. Simple carbohydrates are in sugary foods, candy, and white bread. They give you a quick burst of energy because your body uses them very fast, but this energy goes away quickly too. This quick change can make you feel tired and unable to focus. Complex carbohydrates are a better choice for your brain's energy. You can find them in foods like vegetables, beans, and whole grains. They give your brain energy slowly and steadily, like a long-lasting battery. This helps you stay focused and think clearly for a much longer time. Proteins are like the building blocks for your brain. When you eat foods with protein, like meat, eggs, or beans, your body breaks them down into smaller parts called amino acids. Your brain uses these amino acids to create important chemicals called neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are special messengers. They carry signals and help different parts of your brain communicate with each other. For example, one amino acid helps make a chemical that affects your mood and helps you sleep well. Another amino acid helps make a chemical for alertness and focus. It is good to eat different kinds of protein foods. This helps your brain get all the different amino acids it needs to make these important messengers and work well. Fats are also very important for a healthy brain. In fact, a large part of your brain is made of fat, so it needs fat to stay healthy. There are good fats and unhealthy fats. Good fats like omega-3 and omega-6 are essential. This means your body cannot make them, so you must get them from your diet. These healthy fats help build and protect your brain cells. They are very important for keeping your brain's structure strong and helping it send messages. You can find these good fats in oily fish, nuts, and seeds. On the other hand, some fats are not good for your brain. Saturated and trans fats are unhealthy fats. They are often found in processed foods like cakes and fried food. Eating a lot of these fats can have a negative effect and may harm your brain's health over time. 3. Small nutrients for a healthy brain. Our brain needs more than just the big nutrients like fats and proteins. It also needs small nutrients. These small nutrients are called vitamins and minerals. We only need a small amount of them every day, but they are very important for our health. They are like tiny helpers that do many big jobs inside our brain. Without these helpers, our brain cannot work at its best and stay healthy. This chapter will look at some of the most important vitamins and minerals that help your brain function well. The B vitamins are a family of very useful nutrients for our minds. 3 of them are especially good for the brain: vitamin B6, vitamin B9, and vitamin B12. These vitamins have a key role in keeping our brain healthy throughout our lives. They help make the important chemical messengers that our brain cells use to talk to each other. These messengers affect our mood and focus. B vitamins also help protect our brain as we get older. Getting enough of these B vitamins from our food can help prevent future problems with memory and thinking. If a person does not have enough of these vitamins, it can increase their risk for brain-related issues. Vitamins C and E have a very special job. They work as antioxidants. This means they protect our brain cells from damage. You can think of them like a shield for your brain. Every day, our body produces harmful things called free radicals. These can hurt our cells, including our brain cells. Vitamins C and E help to stop this damage. This protection is very important for keeping our brain cells healthy and strong. By protecting the cells, these vitamins may help slow down some of the thinking problems that can happen as people age. They are an important part of a brain-healthy diet. Minerals are another type of small nutrient that our brain must have to work correctly. 3 very important minerals are iron, zinc, and magnesium. Each one does a different vital job for our brain. Iron is crucial because it helps carry oxygen in our blood to the brain. Our brain uses a lot of oxygen to think and stay alert. Zinc helps our nerve cells send signals to each other. This communication is essential for learning and memory. Magnesium also helps with nerve signals and has a role in protecting the brain from stress and harm. Not getting enough of these essential minerals can lead to problems with focus, learning, and overall brain function. 4. Your gut and your brain talk. Your brain and your gut are connected in a surprising way. They talk to each other all day, every day. This special connection is called the gut-brain axis. It is like a busy, two-way highway for messages. For example, when you feel nervous, your brain sends a message to your stomach, and you might feel butterflies. In the same way, your gut can send messages back to your brain. This means the health of your gut can change how your brain works. If your gut is healthy and calm, it sends positive messages to your brain. This communication is very important for how you think and feel. Inside your gut, there is a whole world of tiny living things. Most of these are bacteria. All of them together are called the gut microbiome. It is like a large, busy community living inside your intestines. These tiny helpers are very important for your health. They help you get nutrients from your food and protect you from bad bacteria. They also play a huge part in the conversation between your gut and your brain. A healthy microbiome has a good balance of many different kinds of helpful bacteria. The bacteria in your gut can make many different chemicals that affect your brain. These chemicals act like messages. Some of them can travel through your body and reach your brain. For example, a large amount of your body's serotonin is made in the gut. Serotonin is a key chemical for controlling your mood. It helps you feel happy. So the health of your gut bacteria can directly influence your feelings. If you have an unhealthy mix of bacteria, it can lead to problems. This imbalance can send signals that affect your brain in a negative way. You can help your gut microbiome by choosing the right foods. Probiotics are foods that contain live, good bacteria. You can find them in foods like yogurt and other fermented foods. Prebiotics are special fibers that act as food for these good bacteria. They help the good bacteria grow and become stronger. Foods like garlic, onions, bananas, and whole grains are good sources of prebiotics. Eating foods with probiotics and prebiotics can improve the health of your gut. This can support your mental well-being and may help reduce feelings of anxiety or sadness. The food you choose to eat has a direct effect on your gut microbiome. Your diet shapes which bacteria live and grow in your gut. A diet with a variety of plant-based foods like fruits, vegetables, and beans promotes a healthy and diverse microbiome. This helps your gut and brain communicate well. In contrast, a diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can harm your good bacteria. This can disrupt the important messages sent to your brain. Therefore, making smart food choices is a powerful way to support a healthy gut-brain connection. 5. Different ways of eating. People around the world eat in different ways. These ways of eating are called dietary patterns or diets. Some dietary patterns are very good for our brains, but others can be harmful. The food choices we make every day create these patterns over time. This chapter looks at some common ways of eating. We will see how they can affect our thinking, learning, and memory. A very well-known healthy diet is the Mediterranean diet. People who follow this diet eat many fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. They also eat plenty of nuts, seeds, and use olive oil as their main fat. They eat some fish and chicken, but not a lot of red meat. This way of eating is strongly linked to better cognitive health. This means it helps you think clearly and remember things well. Following this diet can lower the risk of brain problems as you get older. The benefits come from its healthy foods, which are full of antioxidants and have anti-inflammatory properties. This helps protect brain cells from damage. Another common way of eating is the Western diet. This diet is very different from the Mediterranean diet. It has a lot of processed foods, such as fast food, sugary drinks, and snacks from a box. It is also high in sugar and unhealthy saturated fats. This dietary pattern is not good for the brain. It is associated with a higher risk of cognitive impairment, which means having trouble with memory and thinking. The Western diet can cause inflammation or swelling in the brain. It can also damage the hippocampus, an important part of the brain that helps us learn and remember new information. There are other diets that are also good for the brain. Two good examples are the DASH diet and the MIND diet. Both of these ways of eating have shown positive effects on cognitive health. The MIND diet is especially interesting because it was designed for brain health. It is a mix of the Mediterranean diet and the DASH diet. The MIND diet focuses on eating specific foods that are great for the brain. For example, it recommends eating green leafy vegetables like spinach and kale almost every day. It also says to eat berries often. These foods are full of nutrients that help keep the brain working well. In summary, the pattern of how we eat makes a big difference to our brain's health. Choosing a diet with lots of plants and healthy fats, like the Mediterranean or MIND diet, can help protect our brain. On the other hand, a diet with a lot of processed food and sugar, like the Western diet, can be harmful. Making good food choices every day helps support our brain for a long time. 6. Food, mood, and feelings. The food we eat does more than just give our bodies energy. It has a big impact on our mood and how we feel from day to day. There is a strong and important connection between our diet and our emotional health. In fact, the foods you choose for your meals can truly affect if you feel happy, sad, calm, or worried. Paying attention to what you eat is a way to take care of your mind. Many studies show a clear link between food patterns and mental health conditions. For instance, problems like depression, which is a long period of feeling very sad, and anxiety, which is feeling very worried often, are connected to diet. Research shows that healthier diets can lower the risk of developing these issues. A diet with many vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats is often linked to better moods. In contrast, unhealthy eating habits can make these feelings worse. A diet high in processed foods, like fast food and sugary snacks, can contribute to low moods and negative feelings. The connection between what you eat and how you feel can work in two directions. This means your mood can change your food choices, and your food choices can change your mood. When you feel stressed or sad, you might want to eat unhealthy foods that give you a quick feeling of pleasure, like candy or chips. This is often called comfort eating. However, after this short good feeling, you might feel even worse. This can start a difficult cycle. You feel bad, so you eat unhealthy food. Then the unhealthy food makes your body and mood feel worse. Some foods can cause a process in the body called inflammation. You can think of inflammation as a kind of long-lasting irritation inside your body. Foods with a lot of sugar and unhealthy fats are known to cause this internal stress. This constant inflammation is not good for your overall health, and it can also affect your brain. It is now understood to be a factor that can lead to feelings of depression. Therefore, if your diet is full of these inflammatory foods, it might be a reason for your low mood. Choosing foods that help reduce inflammation is a good strategy for managing your feelings. These foods include many colorful fruits, green leafy vegetables, nuts, and fish. In conclusion, our dietary choices are a very important part of our mental and emotional health. The relationship between food and mood shows us that we have some control over how we feel. Eating a balanced diet with a variety of whole foods can be a powerful tool to support your emotional well-being each day. By making thoughtful food choices, you can help your brain and body feel their best. 7. Food for an older brain. Our brains change as we get older. The food we eat is very important for keeping our brain healthy for many years. What we choose to eat can affect how well our brain works as we age. This is why nutrition is a key part of long-term brain health. Your daily food choices are a strategy for taking care of your brain for your whole life. Some serious brain problems can happen when people get older. These are called neurodegenerative diseases. Two examples are Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. The food we eat over our lifetime can affect our risk of getting these diseases. A healthy diet with many good nutrients can help protect our brain cells from damage. It can keep the brain strong and resilient. But an unhealthy diet with lots of sugar and bad fats can cause problems like inflammation. This can hurt the brain over time and may make these diseases worse. For example, eating in a Mediterranean way is connected to a lower chance of getting these brain conditions. Even without a serious disease, our thinking can change as we get older. This is a normal part of aging. Sometimes, our memory or thinking might feel a little slower than before. Good food choices can help slow down these natural changes. This is called mitigating age-related cognitive decline. Adopting a diet with many different fruits, vegetables, and whole grains is a good strategy. Think of eating colorful salads, whole wheat bread, and brown rice. Healthy fats are also very important for an older brain. These choices help to give your brain the right fuel and protection it needs to stay healthy. Let's look more at these helpful nutrients. Antioxidants, which are in colorful fruits and vegetables, fight damage in the brain. This damage can increase as we get older. By eating foods with antioxidants, we give our brain a defense system. Healthy fats like omega-3s are also very important. They are a big part of our brain cells. Eating fish, nuts, and seeds helps to keep these cells strong and flexible. This helps brain cells communicate with each other well, which is essential for good memory and thinking. Making good food choices is a powerful way to take care of our brain as we age. It is a key plan for keeping our minds sharp. The foods we eat every day build a foundation for long-term brain health. Choosing brain-healthy foods can help us protect our cognitive function for a long time. It is an important part of staying healthy and active in our later years. 8. Eat well for your brain. The food you eat is very important for your brain's health. Every meal is a chance to give your brain what it needs to work well. This connection between food and the brain is strong. The choices you make every day can affect how you think, feel, and remember things. This chapter brings together the most important ideas. It will give you simple ways to eat well for your brain. We learned that your brain needs both big and small nutrients. The big nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. They are the main source of energy for your brain. Your brain uses a lot of energy, even when you sleep. These nutrients also act as building blocks to build and repair brain cells. The small nutrients are vitamins and minerals. They are like tiny helpers that make sure everything in the brain works correctly. They help with sending messages and protecting your brain from damage. You need a good mix of both. There is also a special connection between your gut and your brain. Your gut is full of tiny living things. The food you eat changes these tiny things. When they are healthy, they help your brain stay healthy too. They can even affect your mood. We saw that some ways of eating are better for the brain than others. A diet with lots of fresh food is very helpful. A diet with a lot of junk food can make it harder for your brain to work well. To support your brain, try to eat a variety of whole foods. Whole foods are natural foods, not made in a factory with a long list of ingredients. Eating vegetables of many different colors is a great idea. Think of green spinach, red peppers, and orange carrots. Each color provides different helpful nutrients. Whole grains like oatmeal and brown bread give your brain steady energy. Lean proteins from fish, beans, and chicken are important building blocks. Healthy fats found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil are also essential. At the same time, it is wise to limit foods that do not help your brain. This includes highly processed foods like cookies, chips, and many ready-made meals. These often have a lot of sugar and unhealthy fats. Sugary drinks also cause problems for your brain's energy. They can make you feel tired after a short time. By making these simple choices, you take care of your brain. Eating well is a powerful way to support your mind's health for your entire life.